Hi, girls. I'm a registered nurse with the County Health Department, and we're going to talk about...
The health department comes on campus. She brings samples of all the different types of birth control methods, and they have a very open discussion. She explains everything to them. They can ask questions.
The first method of birth control is abstinence, and this is what a condom looks like. And I'll pass this around, and you can all take a look at that. The male condom is 97% effective. If used properly, latex condoms are effective against pregnancy, AIDS, HIV, and other sexually transmitted diseases. Okay, so that's 2 good reasons for using a condom.
The whole intent, it's a required component in our program in the state of Florida so that hopefully we don't have a second pregnancy.
I got pregnant whenever I just turned 16, and I had Rebecca when I was about to turn 17.
I got pregnant at the age of 17, and I had my baby when I was 18.
When I was like 18, turning 19.
I had Jonathan when I was 14 years old.
So when did you get pregnant?
When I was 13.
Did you guys know about all these forms of contraception?
No.
No. I wish I would have learned it sooner.
I think they should start teaching sex education in about 6th grade.
You think that students before they get pregnant get this sort of education?
Not in our school system. They do not do anything related to birth control. We are strictly abstinence, with the exception of the teen parent program.
Do you think that it's interesting to sort of teach them how not to have babies after they've had a baby?
Well, it's got to be done.
I am a child of this land, searching for freedom.
Well, I don't know what I'll find, but justice will be mine, fighting for freedom, fighting for
What do I think sex is?
Yeah.
It's just a physical act that people do.
Do you think oral sex is sex?
Not really. I honestly don't remember if they specifically, defined the act of sex for us.
I don't actually ever remember them sitting down and saying, this is what sex is, this is what it consists of. I think it was just sex, I don't think anyone ever defined it for us.
High school, my first couple years, it was kind of iffy. I was skipping class a lot. I was going to a lot of parties and whatnot. But then my junior year was the year that I got pregnant. Cookie Monster just asked for a cookie. I didn't know any better, so I went with the knowledge that I had. Me and my mom weren't really open to talking about things like that. So I hadn't had anyone informing me of any type of birth control.
This is a very, very conservative community. Nobody wants to hear about it. That teenagers are having sex. It doesn't happen. And yet, turn on your television.
In my sex education class, they handed out workbooks and they taught us a lot about different sexually transmitted diseases and the dangers of contracting them. And I guess they talked about the importance of abstinence, and there was a lot of things about AIDS. There's a big focus on that.
There was no discussion of condom usage at all. No.
They showed us no visuals. They weren't allowed to even bring them into the classroom and say, this is a condom, this is how you use it. They weren't allowed to do anything like that.
They said you can get condoms, but when kids asked them where or how, our teacher couldn't tell us because she said that she wasn't allowed to.
The school nurse can refer them to the teen clinic, but I don't believe she can say anything about condoms or any kind of birth control other than abstinence.
Well, there's kind of 2 major categories. There's what's called comprehensive sex education, also known sometimes as abstinence plus sex ed, which is a sex education that includes abstinence as one of the things that's taught and stressed for young people, that they should wait until they're ready, until they're mature enough to make the right decisions for themselves. It also teaches them information about contraceptives and condom use for whatever age they become sexually active. This is information that they need to know to protect their sexual health.
This program is brought to you by Link TV for educational and non-commercial use only. Link TV is the only U.S. network dedicated to global and national news, uncompromising documentaries, and diverse cultural programs. Programs that connect you to the world.